LiAngelo Ball, the middle ball brother who people say is trash. In this video, we're gonna talk about the reasons people say, I hate him. LeVar, would you have anything to say by chance?
Jello has been doubted all his life. He just wants that opportunity to show everybody how really good he is.
Now, some people don't want to see how good he is. They think they've seen all they needed to see. And they say, LeVar, you got LaMelo and Lonzo in the league. Be satisfied with that. Well, today we're going to look at why they exclude Jello from the NBA talk. And let's start way back in Chino Hills when he was splashing buckets, but other people saw his shooting percentage. So the reasons that they didn't like Jello back in Chino Hills is because they thought he had slow lateral quickness. They saw he had a lack of handles. They thought he was too small to be posting guys up. And like I said, his three-point shooting, 50% of the time, it was bad in those games. But what really makes them angry about LiAngelo is he led that team in scoring. What really makes them mad is they know Chino Hills would not have made that historical reach to the top without him. So they see all these deficiencies, but yet he keeps producing results. Next, we're gonna talk about something that really makes people hate LiAngelo and not want him to win for whatever reason. I guess there's some self-righteousness, comparing sins. Hey, whoever has no sin cast the first stone. So he gets on UCLA's team and then he steals some sunglasses for fun, even though he didn't need to steal them, he had the money. And then people got even more mad and started disliking LiAngelo because he left UCLA. Yes, he made his own personal decision that he wanted to do, and other people were mad at him for it. And the temperature just keeps rising on the reasons they do not like LiAngelo. The next one is he goes to the LKL. And the first reason they get mad is because they say the competition's too weak there, he shouldn't go. But their favorite golden child, LaMelo, was struggling there, and LiAngelo shot 41% from the three-point line, and that really ticked them off. So, fast forward to the JBA. Temperature's getting up there, guys. They said the competition was weak there too, even though LaMelo couldn't win there without LiAngelo, which made them hate Jello even more. And keeping right on with the JBA, they also do not like LiAngelo because he shot a low percentage in the JBA. They're like, why is everybody giving this dude props and he's shooting 20-something% in the JBA, even though in the playoffs he did bump it up to 37%, became a lot more clutch. But what they really hated was his stat line from the JBA, averaging 51 points. People were just distraught by that. And then he took the JBA USA team around the world, and they had a record of 14-3, which was really great. People didn't like that either. And what they really don't like, this is the big thing that takes the cake, is everything that he did it on an injured ankle. So when someone says to you, LiAngelo sucks, and you say he did all that on an injured ankle, they might go ballistic. They do not want to hear that he was leading the whole state of California on an injured ankle. They do not want to hear that he helped LiAngelo in the JBA on an injured ankle. And they definitely don't want to hear he went around the world on that injured ankle. Because if they can accept that, then they would have to accept that with all that's been stacked against him in his deficiencies and his body injuries, that he's still been able to produce this much. They hate it. Now, what they also hate is they said LiAngelo hadn't played basketball anywhere serious in 2 years. He goes to a G League tryout, and next thing you know, he's on the practice squad. 2 weeks later, he's on the real G League squad, and you're like, what? They hate that. You ever meet somebody who never studies for tests but can pass them easy? They're just that smart. They don't have the best reading skills, studying skills. They procrastinate, and then they show up to the test and they just pass it. Well, that's LiAngelo. They said this guy doesn't have the best this, the best that, the best this, that. Yet, with these percentages, he still wins. With these percentages, he still gets buckets. How does he play at this high level when he has these other deficiencies? They better be glad his ankle was hurt back then.
Prevail in the bold letters, because, you know, he's always trying to talk down on me. I just prevail against all that.
Prevail he does. People do not like that. He's signed by Roc Nation. They do not like that. He trains with NBA trainers, NBA players.
I've been in Detroit training a lot and hard with JJ and Melo. It's pretty much just all basketball out there.
And you know, they act like he doesn't deserve it. I know I gave that analogy earlier about the guy who doesn't study for the test. And maybe that wasn't the right one because this dude puts in the work.
Getting faster, getting stronger. How many times you working out a day?
3. The first one like an hour 30, second one like 2 hours, third one like 2 hours.
So this quarantine time has been well spent for LiAngelo Ball, working out with his brothers, working out with Jermaine.
In Detroit, they got everything. The Pistons dudes be training there and stuff.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Joe's been working out extremely hard. 3 times a day.
The guy is gonna get what he's going for because he doesn't stop going. But let's sum up the reasons why LiAngelo is hated. In Chino Hills, he was appearing to not have as much skill as his other brothers. In UCLA, he stole something, and then he left the team. In the LKL, his competition supposedly wasn't good enough. In the JBA, his competition wasn't good enough. Then he pops up on a Oklahoma City G League team, NBA. So basically, they don't like LiAngelo because they think he's not good enough, but yet people treat him like he's good. He gets the things that only the good players get, even though he's not good. That's what people think. They think his clout is not justified. They think he gets unmerited attention, but maybe they're just looking at the percentages and they're not looking at the bottom line. Because the bottom line, his points and his wins are gonna outweigh his losses. The last competitive games that he played, JBA USA World Tour, the LKL, JBA, Chino Hills, add up the wins, add up the losses, and you will see. Take his averages on each level and you will see. That is why they hate LiAngelo, because the percentages are not always high, but the results are high with LiAngelo Ball. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Ball facts again. Peace.
I hate him.